السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته جميعا أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. Today I was actually contemplating about um, why some African American Muslims don't want to become part of dealing and fixing Black social issues in their community. And there is a segment of the African American Muslim that that do not want to partake in anything dealing with Black social issues. And this particular group is, I consider and see today as the Neo Pseudos Salafi movement of Salafi publication. And I've been part or a follower of this for a long time. So there's a group of African American Muslims who think that any time a Muslim or African American Muslim talk about social issues that are going on in their neighborhood pertaining to Blacks, and the majority of the followers of Salafi publications in the US are African Americans. Now, I always looked at what benefits Muslim and what benefits Black people in America. And we had a particular time in the US where the African American Muslim was deeply involved with dealing with social, economical issues in the Black community. We know people like Malcolm X, people like Wharf Dean Muhammad, people like Imam Jamil Al-Amin, so on and so forth, where and more individuals, if I didn't mention their name, that were involved in grassroots Black conscious movements and dealing with Black social issues. And I can remember where some of these individuals, like Malcolm X, who influenced many Black people in America to convert to Islam due to his activism and being Muslim and proud to be Muslim and dealing with activism to deal with Black social issues. Many people in the Black community and non-Blacks converted to Islam due to the work and strives of Malcolm X. Then I have to look at why this particular group, the Salafi group, which I would say the Neo-Salafi, where they no longer want to participate in any Black social issues. When Malcolm X, who was a Muslim, he would partake in Black social issues. And because of this, many people came to Islam. Just like how the US government influenced a lot of the civil rights movements that were grassroots movements and turned them around to be pacifists, and the government turned them around where they start working now against their people, African Americans. I find now that the Neo Salafi movement from Salafipubs, they are the same way. When they came on the scene, you had this activism with the African American Muslim that were dealing with Black social issues. And when this particular Neo Salafi movement hit the African American community, they no longer dealt with Black social issues. Rather yet, they said, if you talk about Black issues, you are a Black nationalist. So because of this, a lot of the youth, the Muslim youth in the African American Muslim community, including myself at that particular time, was following this particular ideas that if you talk about Black social issues, that you are a Black nationalist. And instead, what they started pushing in the African American Muslim community with these individuals, or in their clique or in their camp, they start pushing instead Saudi politics, Saudi religious and political politics. where they in their community would disassociate with other Salafis who are black or white or any other nationality who didn't concentrate or focus their dawah efforts, their efforts to call to Islam, if it wasn't focused on Saudi politics or Saudi scholars. Where you find within their community, they were fighting other African American Muslim over a scholar in Saudi who had a fallout with another scholar in Saudi. The whole community, African American, their whole African American Salafi community will have this fallout where they fighting over a scholar in Saudi Arabia had a fallout with another scholar, where the African American Salafi would disassociate with the other African American Muslim, and both of them who are black are also guilty of turning their back on black social issues that their community is plagued with right now. Their community is plagued with social issues, from drug use, drug abuse, broken homes. And in Philadelphia, the Muslim burial ground in Philadelphia is flooded with the Muslim youth in Philadelphia shooting and killing each other. And today, the same people who they follow and their leaders are not dealing with the black social issues. So they're not able to handle and fix these issues. Even these issues, which are grave, is at their door. People getting shot and killed in front of their masjid or on the block of their masjid, and they're not able to curb crime that a lot of the African American Muslims are partaking in, and even some of the individuals from their community are partaking in. This is something that this is an issue that the African American, as I notice, we have used religion, whether we are Muslim or Christian, we use religion as escapism from our real issues. So even some of the African American Muslims that are part of this group, they can see the social issues going on in their community. They can see police brutality. They can see the crime and the drug use. And they will see these things and be upset and mad with it, but they be really hurting inside because they cannot voice their feelings. They cannot voice what they're experiencing and their family members are experiencing inside their Muslim community, because if you bring it up, you're labeled as a black nationalist in their community. While inside their community, the leaders, they making money off of their ignorance. And they are busying their people with issues that has nothing to do with issues that's going on in their own community. A lot of them, on social media, they always argue with me because they know this is going on in their community. And they be mad with me because I call out their leaders. Like you have recently or last year, you have one of their community members, their imams, who was molesting his stepdaughter for years. And when the sister told them about it, the administration, one of their imams and leader who was teaching in the community, before they called the authority, they gave him the heads up so he could leave. But I could find on these same leaders, this same masjid, and the people in their community, I could find them arguing and refuting on their social media and taking screenshots of other people who was part of the Salafi community who called them out for their issues and their double standards and how they contradict Islam. They make videos of them. And I'm going to show you a video right here where they upload, celebrities come to their community, but they won't upload the video or the picture of the brother who molested this sister, his stepdaughter. So the other people inside their community could be warned about him. Instead, they aided him to hide and get away.
inshallah, you gotta come back and visit them.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah, if you come back, alhamdulillah, I get with the brother, mashallah.
He come to the city a lot, you know.
Okay.
Come a lot.
Philly is a second home.
Yeah, it's my second home.
He come to Philly a lot.
Even more now. Even more now, Jack.
Salat, you come to Philly, inshallah, you gotta come and check us out.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay,
I'm gonna see that.
let's see if we can get a coat that can fit you.
All right. Let's do it. Six, seven.
So this is actually a video clip of these imams in this community. One of them name is Hassan Somali, other one name is Anwar Wright. And unfortunately, Anwar was caught out there in a bar restaurant while white racist was calling him out, was cussing him out. And him as an imam shouldn't be in a bar restaurant in the first place. This is forbidden in Islam to eat in these type of places. But he posted that video on YouTube and social media, on Twitter. Anwar Wright and Hassan Somali, the video when Stephen Jackson converted to Islam, they posted this video, which I got it from their social media on Twitter and Facebook. They could post videos like this, but they won't post videos and show the face of Abdul Wali Nelson, so the community members could be aware from him. Instead, they help people like this, Abdul Wali Nelson, get away. But those other Muslims who are their adversary, or they see them as their adversary, they could upload pictures of them and make fun of them, and according to their understanding, we refute them, and they could show screenshots of these individuals who are their competitors, who they dislike. They could put their pictures on Twitter. Whenever they go to a conference and their pictures on the flyer, they could take the flyer and make large the picture of the person that they dislike, like Muhammad Munir, like Shadid Muhammad, like Sheikh Tahir, and they could post this on Twitter and say, these people, look at these deviants, look where they're at. But they won't screenshot the picture of Abdul Wali Nelson. And if they say, well, he didn't take pictures, we don't have pictures of him. Well, your masjid that he was teaching at has security cameras. And you took videos of Stephen or Steve Johnson, who was a basketball player when he became Muslim. You took pictures and put this on Instagram. He was in your masjid visiting. You got security cameras in your masjid. You record your khutbahs and lectures inside your masjid. You definitely have a video of Abdul Wali Nelson, but I noticed you don't take his picture and blow it up like you do Shadid Muhammad, like you do Mufti Muhammad Munir, like you do Sheikh Tahir White on your social media. You don't take Abdul Wali Nelson, who you help escape from the police, from molesting his stepdaughter for 2 years while he was studying Islam in Saudi Arabia. You allow him to get away, and you don't screenshot his face to warn other members of your community and other masjids that's part of your satellite community, to warn the people, this is so-and-so who did this. Rather yet, you could post videos of when celebrities become Muslim and visit your masjid on your social media platform. Yeah, you guys are criminals. You're sellouts. And these are the same individuals. If the blacks in their community, the black African-American Muslim in their community, complain about social issues, they'll call them a black nationalist. Sellouts of their own community. And they're not representing Islam. They're definitely not representing Islam. So if you like this video, please click like and share. Thank you.